welcome to the home of the Charlotte 49ers, Jerry Richardson Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia State Panthers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Charlotte 49ers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the 49ers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. Brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They'll go right back to the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Got his man downfield. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Georgia State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. So that one will put his name in the record books. You can't have a longer return in college football. 100 yards for 6. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Running to Green. Turning it on!
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Might as well give it to him again. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. Great job at contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking for a man, it's Hurley. Unloads it left. And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes you're just too open.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
And these punt returners only get so many opportunities to try to make plays, and do they want to make them? So much space back there when you punt them the football. But the thing is, look at all these guys flying down the field, all the speed on the field for that punt coverage team, and you could tell they caught up with him to force the fumble.
They'll leave it with him. Good blocking, good running, pick up at 6 out to the 30.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The 49ers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. Look out, he's got room! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. There he goes. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And the 49ers have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. He caught it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football all week long.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Niners.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. On the ground, it's Maddox. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Holds and fires complete to the right. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Running behind that left side. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Panthers have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Breaks into the open. Delivers the stiff arm. They get him out of bounds at the 32, but that is what you want out of this running game.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
And the Panthers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. To the air, it's Hurley. Here's the pressure. Got a man, it's Pace. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, goodness gracious, this dude is on fire. I mean, he's already got 100 yards. We're in the first quarter. Like, I might want to think about double-teaming that guy. If he goes to the water bottle, I'm going to double-team. Whatever he does, I'm on him.
The Panthers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. That's the end of the period. Charlotte has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with it. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
I think the defense was ready for that quarterback sneak attempt. They filled every gap and stood up the offensive line.
And you got to get such penetration really quickly. Get low, get below those offensive linemen, and just create a pile where he can't drive his feet going forward. Great job by the defense.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The 49ers will punt this one away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Takes it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. It's Hurley. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's got room. Turning it on. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Western Kentucky is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage, but despite all that, we still have a very close game. They're up by 7 over Texas. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. power football with the run. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
To the ground with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the 49ers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. They'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Austin. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the...
Touchdown, Charlotte! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. All even up after that one. Basically a brand new game.
And with a tie, guess what? Back to the offense. Back to the offense. Which defense can get a stop? These offenses have been humming.
And he makes the extra point. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the move, it's Maddox. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice move to keep running. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in 2nd down, but Really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Trying to get the corner. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
I don't think the defense was expecting an outside run there. Offensively, they go with the toss play, and the running back's able to get to the outside and downfield. It was too late before the defense was able to tackle him out of bounds.
Georgia State ready to go with another 1st and 10. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the air. It's Hurley. Under fire. Oh, better look out. Oh, he's got some space. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good game there. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. The toss sweep to the right. Fighting off the defender. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
And man, you gotta like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not gonna always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. It's a foul on the play. He picks it up, still on his feet. Gets it past the marker. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Georgia State. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Never quit on a play because you never know what will happen. How about him breaking the long run? I love the effort by the defense. Trailing him, getting there, and then they get to him and they make the big fumble. But how about the lucky break? The bounce towards the offensive player. He scoops it up, rolls into the end zone. What a big momentum-changing play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Might be changing the route. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Here we go, sack.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The 49ers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go right back to it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown 49ers! A great catch and run for 6.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking for a man. It's Hurley. Under fire. Breaks the tackle. On the run, fires downfield. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
And that's okay. The offensive coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to find that guy. You'll have some misses, but he is your guy.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Croman Hope. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got the first himself. Quick step and go. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start things here in the second half. Georgia State about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Wants to go up top. the heat. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And now on second down for this offense.
Let's go! Let's go!
Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10.
Line, trumpet! Ready, go!
Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Austin. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
And the 49ers are rolling down the field.
Let's go! Let's go!
They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The 49ers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Now they'll run it on the toss. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Charlotte! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Northwestern stomped a mud hole en route to a double-digit win, and they did it outside of Evanston. That speaks to the way this coach has galvanized this team and the direction this program is headed. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. Leaves it with the running back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, it's Hurley. Dances away to buy time. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella, continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Takes the handoff, it's Edwards. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy, run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Panthers will line it up on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Gets it out fast. Hard running there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. The give to the back. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. Touchdown, Georgia State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage you would have gotten with a touchback. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll send the back in motion. They feed him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
The 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on 3rd down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the 49ers in a good spot here with second and short.
22 water.
The give to the tailback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
The 49ers are on the move.
Trick 9B.
The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Got the first down and more. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's another Charlotte.
What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down.
Banner.
Right back to the well. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Running back searching for a hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Big-time kick right there, man. Fourth quarter, clutch time. You needed to come through to take the lead, and now the pressure goes to the defense. You got to keep this lead. Got to get a stop or 2 more, and you can get the dub in this football game.
And the Georgia State offense will take over. First and 10.
Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Scanning the field, it's Hurley. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. Have to make that catch.
Well, the defense hasn't been able to stop this guy all game long, so the offense is going to keep trying to take shots. They thought they had the matchup they wanted, but they're going to force this defense to prove they can stop him. The defense finally came up with a play.
Punt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll try the run. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It's another Charlotte.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on 4th down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge 4th down conversion late in this football game.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got enough space. Touchdown, Niners. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Western Kentucky is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 16 over Texas. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Off the play fake. He's going for a big play downfield. Snatches it on the right. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. The Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Hurley. He lets one fly deep. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This drive will start at the 6-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
You gotta believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Charlotte.
And the 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because...
Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes.
Going for the big play. Picked off to stop the threat. He'll try to take it back.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
On the set. Timber. Griffin.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.